What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community. I'm Rolling Stone, Drifblim, Bastiodon, and Pachirisu. Thick and strong and very powerful. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Drifblim on the lead versus Drifblim Mirror Fight. Now there are two counters in the back, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a swap out. Yeah, we do see that Pachirisu come through right here. And they're deciding to stay in. This was just 4 hexes though, so this is just going to be Icy Wind, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and let that go through. Now we'll have to see what they decide to swap into, but they might be weak in the back. No, they're going to bring in a Bastiodon. And Pachirisu, especially with an Icy Wind debuff, just tickles Bastiodon. It really doesn't do much damage right here. But what's great in this situation now is they can keep their Drifblim away from the Bastiodon, right? And as long as they don't have another counter to Drifblim in the back like this team does, right? We see Drifblim and Bastiodon on both teams, then they're looking pretty good for a Drifblim sweep. Now, Pachirisu is putting in a decent amount of damage here with these Thunderbolts. Getting it to the yellow is very ideal, especially since they're deciding to throw their energy. So they're likely going to go ahead and come in, and I do apologize, but we're going to have a Bastiodon mirror right here, and this is probably XL Bastiodon mirror. I would not be surprised if both are XL. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, flamethrowers are just doing nothing. We might see a full smackdown. No, they're going to have to go for a flamethrower here. Are they going to go for the full smackdown? Oh gosh, I am so sorry, but at least you guys, I've never seen shiny Bastiodon from this side of the battlefield. I've always seen it on the other side, so this is kind of interesting to see. I think it's a good color combination. Okay, they are going to go for the flamethrower, thankfully. Oh man, I thought I was going to have to talk for another minute to fill this gap, but we're still in the Bastiodon. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, but Drifblim is super happy right now. He's just cheering from the bench going, get this thing out of there. I do not want to face it. We will probably see a Drifblim mirror fight as well, as they will be full farming down with spec. My goodness. All right, let's see what decides to come in. It's going to be Lucario. Okay, cool. So Flamethrower here is going to be doing super effective damage. Going to force that shield here from the Lucario. No, it lands. All right, we're going to see a swap out straight into Drifblim, and we do have a mirror fight, but they are ahead on energy, which is perfect. So they're going to go ahead and go for Icy Winds, and this is where all the shields are going to go down, and we will probably see I'm Rolling Stone's Drifblim win this one because they were slightly ahead on energy from the first fast move on the lead and the second fast move on the swap, so they're technically 2 ahead right now. And they are CMP tying as well, which is even better. If the opponents kind of go for the fast move instead, they might be able to catch back up. But this is looking really, really good for them. They're going to go ahead and shield, obviously. And let's see. Oh, no, they might not shield. Okay, they're going to go ahead and let it go, saving the shield maybe for Bastiodon because they could potentially get to a flamethrower as they are full on energy, and they're going to go ahead and shield this next Icy Wind right here. And let's see, can they get to an ice? Oh, this is going to be so close. They're going to go ahead and load up, go for the Icy Wind, take out the Drifblim, and then can they get to the Shadow Ball here versus Lucario? That's the big tell. If they can't, it's game over. Lucario might be able to counter down. Oh, it's going to be close. Nope, they do get to it in time. So Lucario, unfortunately, is going to go down to a Flamethrower and a Shadow Ball here. And that is going to be a good first game. Very well played. Hopefully, the rest of them are a bit quicker because that Bastiodon mirror was rough. All right, we got Drifblim on the lead versus Gliscor here. So this is going to be very, very interesting because it does have access to Night Slash, but Icy Wind and Night Slash both doing super effective damage here. Let's see who's going to be shielding. This actually works out a lot better here for the Drifblim because you do apply that debuff. Now, you guys may be wondering what's that circle at the top. That's the iPhone recorder. Don't worry about that. I'm sure someone said in the YouTube comments. It's iPhone recorder. So they just went ahead and moved it out of the way so they can tap efficiently. All right, we're going to see another Night Slash go through. They're going to go ahead and shield right here and hopefully get to one more Icy Wind. Now, Gliscor here can really core break this team with Night Slash and Earthquake. Earthquake for the Bastiodon and Pachirisu. So it's actually a really nice Pokemon to pick up on your teams if you guys haven't tried it. Oh, boom! They just decided to let it go through, and we do see a Drapion come in. So they're going to go ahead and swap out and catch the charge move, banking the energy there on Drifblim, which might pay off big later on, as it is now going to be a 3v2 in this battle. So they just need to get to this Thunderbolt in time, try to force that final shield here from Drapion while also giving up no shields in this situation, as Crunch is not going to do enough damage to take out the Pachirisu. So they're going to go ahead and go for that Thunderbolt here. This is a great call to throw the Thunderbolt in this situation, because you either want to take this Drapion out or force that shield, and it does land. That's beautiful. They can farm down now. Nope, they're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. They really want that shield out of there. If they can get this last shield, it should be a good game, but we don't know what's going to be in the back. But ultimately, whatever's in the back, even with no shields, or even with one shield on this team, they should be able to handle it, as the Crunch will be finishing off Pachirisu. Now, you got to come in with Bastiodon right here and load up on energy, because Drifblim is going to get hit with another Crunch. So, yeah, they're going to come in with the Bastiodon and farm down. It is going to be Lucario in the back, which is perfectly fine. They can go for Shadow Ball right here. Like I said, whatever is in the back, they could handle, as Shadow Ball will do enough neutral damage to one-shot, and the opponent decides to surrender right there. So, good battle, very well played. All right, moving to the next one. We have Drifblim versus Empoleon. Okay, so we're probably going to see, we might not actually see a swap out. We might see them go for a straight Shadow Ball right here. In this situation, when you have a Bastiodon on the back line, you don't want the Empoleon to slip away and be able to align itself there. Even though you do have Pachirisu on your team, what you can do here is try to get yourself shield advantage or take out the Empoleon. So they're going for the Icy Wind shield bait first, trying to force that shield here, and they don't get it, unfortunately. The opponent decides to swap out into Frostlass, which is perfect. They can bring that Bastiodon in, and now this is actually a really good situation for them, because Pachirisu can align to the Empoleon. But we'll have to see how much energy this Bastiodon can get. It should be able to get a Flamethrower and a bit right here before taking 2 Shadow Balls here from Frostlass. Now, Bastiodon is going to be low enough where Empoleon can farm down, but at least the Empoleon from the Hex damage and Icy Wind is in a range where Flamethrower might just be able to do enough to threaten a potential shield right here. So they do get that Waterfall through, but will the Flamethrower force a shield? Let's see. Nope, they decide to let it go. They can get to one more Flamethrower in time. Perfect. This is where you get that shield right here from the Empoleon and come in with the Pachirisu and do 1 Volt Switch to take it out. Or actually, they're going to need 2 right here with that health. So they do come in, 1 Volt Switch, 2. Actually, 2 might not be enough. They're going to have to let this charge move go through. We don't know what's in the back, but let's see how this plays out. It's going to be a Drifblim in the back. So Pachirisu is loving life right now, getting fed both an Empoleon and a Drifblim. That is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right. Moving to the next one, we have Drifblim versus Pachirisu on the lead. Okay, obviously a tough lead matchup. They're going to have to swap out into the mirror right here. And the opponent brings in Shadow Glade. Okay, so Volt Switch is doing a lot of damage right now. And Pachirisu being ahead on energy might just be able to flip this if they decide to go for 2 shields right here, which would align Bastiodon to Pachirisu. Now, they're also going to be getting shields back in kind. The Glade obviously does not want to go down right here, so it will be shielding as well, but thankfully Pachirisu here is just a little bit ahead on energy, where this might really pay off, because Thunder Punch is really all you need with this Volt Switch damage in order to take out the Glade, but Glade has to get to 2 Leaf Blades in order to get that final shield. Now they're going to go ahead, they're going for hard switch. They want Pachirisu here versus their Bastiodon versus the opponent's Pachirisu. So Thunder Punch will be doing enough damage here, I believe, to take out the Glade. Yeah, definitely takes it out. And we will see Cresselia in the back. So perfect. Going for hard switch advantage was a really good call for this battler, as the Drifblim now can line up against the Cresselia, as Pachirisu is going to be throwing a couple Thunderbolts right here in order to get Cresselia as low as possible. And Cresselia is just going for the hard... No, it has to throw energy. It was looking to go for the hard farm down, but honestly, they need to get this Pachirisu out of there. Now, Drifblim's going to go ahead and come in. The opponent's likely going to be swapping out after throwing the Moonblast here to try to do as much damage as they can, but they're going to be met with a Bastiodon, which is the last thing you want to see. Maybe not the last thing. Gastrodon's the last thing you want to see. But yeah, they do catch the charge move there, so that's a really good catch by the opponent to wait until they get to the Shadow Ball and try to catch it. But Bastiodon now is going to have even a better time, because they are just going to be able to smack down this Pachirisu and save all the energy. Now, we saw before Pachirisu versus Bastiodon in the flipped fight, but that was after an Icy Wind debuff. So let's see what this Pachirisu can do. Honestly, I think it's just game over right here, as Bastiodon can build up because Grass Knot's definitely not going to do enough to threaten Bastiodon whatsoever unless Pachirisu gets off a couple more charge moves here. So they're going to have to throw the Stone Edge. Yeah, they need to throw it. They want to maintain that healthy on Bastiodon versus the Cresselia, as this is looking to be a good game. Very well played as Pachirisu goes down. And then Cresselia is going to come in, and they definitely need at least 2 Grass Knots here to take out the Bastiodon. So Stone Edge is going to take this one, and that's going to be a good game. Very well played, or almost take it. They're going to go ahead and come in and Hex. Yeah, go ahead and Hex, and that's going to be a good game. It's a very consistent team. Really strong. Obviously, when you're safe swapping Pachirisu with the Drifblim lead, you're hoping to draw out Gastrodon if they do have it in the back. That way Bastiodon has a lot better time. And we do see actually a Toxicroak come in. So this is another one of those situations where they could completely take the mid game right here, as long as they can try to maybe land a Thunderbolt, because Thunder Punch isn't going to do as much. No, it didn't land. So they could try to Volt Switch down, but honestly, Toxicroak is going to be able to get to multiple Mud Bombs. So this is going to be very close. They only need 3 here to take out the Pachirisu, 2 for the shields. So this is going to be extremely close. They need to try to force a shield from the opponent right here if they want to load up on energy. And this is going to be a situation where you might actually let the Pachirisu go down right here and come in with Drifblim. Nope, they're going to go ahead and shield. They're committing to it. It's going to be a race with Volt Switch. Will they be able to get it? Oh, it's going to be so close. No, the opponent snuck through a fast move right there. I think that is going to be enough for a Mud Bomb, so they will be forcing that final shield, and the opponent does get to the Mud Bomb. That is unfortunate here. So they got to come in with Drifblim and farm down with Hex, but all shields are down, and if Toxicroak's the only answer to Pachirisu, then Bastiodon's looking really good. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Lucario in the back, so let's see if they can catch the charge move. They cannot. No, Weather Ball is going to be landing right here. Can the Drifblim hold on? Yeah, it can hold on. They're going to go ahead and swap out, banking the charge move here. It's actually going to be Cresselia in the back. So this is the best case scenario. Not the best case scenario, but a lot better scenario than I thought we were going to see. I thought we were going to see Abomasnow, Toxicroak, and Lucario in the back. But Cresselia, really nice here for the Bastiodon, as it can just do so much neutral damage. And they did bank that Shadow Ball there on Drifblim. So what we might see is a fast swap here into Drifblim to throw the Shadow Ball to catch the Cresselia off guard and bank a stone, or actually bank a Flamethrower on Bastiodon for the Abomasnow. So let's see if that's what's going to happen. We do see Switch Clock coming back up. Are they just going to keep overloading? Yeah, we're going to see it. We're going to see a fast swap right here. I can feel it coming. There we go. There it is. Boom. Shadow Ball. Right away. You can just see it coming a mile away. And sometimes if you're the opponent and your Switch Clock is up too, you try to switch to catch that. But ultimately it's going to be a good game, as they will be able to get to the Icy Wind in time to debuff the Abomasnow and do some nice neutral damage. And then the Flamethrower will be able to finish off the Snowman right here, unfortunately, for the opponent. So that is going to be a good game, as Energy Ball is not going to be enough to take out Bastiodon. They definitely need 2, but they have a Flamethrower locked and loaded. So good game, very well played, but that's just what you gotta be prepared for if you're the opponent, or you can read that they are going to be swapping. Switch Clock is coming back up. But ultimately, this was a really strong showcase of this team, and a very strong team as well, with Drifblim, Bastiodon, and Pachirisu. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.